I'm Nicole, 28. The clinking sound of the champagne glass hitting the marble floor still rings in my ears. It was a symphony of betrayal, echoing through the opulent ballroom of the Ritz Carlton. There, in the spotlight of our supposed happy occasion, my sister Lily had her lips locked with my fiancé Ethan, right in front of 200 stunned guests. Lily pulled away, her blue eyes glinting with triumph. "He never loved you," she gasped, her breath coming in short bursts. "We've been together for months. He was just too much of a coward to tell you." Ethan stood there, his face smeared with Lily's red lipstick, a guilty look plastered across his features. But instead of the tears and screams they expected, I smiled. It was a smile that held 1,000 unspoken words, a smile that masked the storm brewing inside me. The ballroom, once a haven of celebration with its white roses and twinkling lights, now felt like a prison of humiliation. To understand why I reacted the way I did, you need to know about Lily and me. We were like night and day. I was the hard, working one, building my financial consulting firm from the ground up, often pulling 70-hour weeks. Lily, on the other hand, was the beautiful social butterfly, floating through life, expecting everything to be handed to her on a silver platter. Our parents, who passed away 5 years ago in a plane crash, were polar opposites in their parenting styles. Dad was strict with me, always pushing me to be independent. "Nicole can take care of herself," he would say. But Mom doted on Lily, showering her with love and gifts. She believed Lily needed extra help, and that help included paying for her penthouse in Manhattan, her sleek BMW, and her endless credit card bills. Lily had been living in Los Angeles, pursuing acting, which mainly consisted of taking selfies by the pool and dating wannabe producers. 6 months ago, she moved back to New York, claiming she missed family. I was touched, thinking maybe she was finally growing up. Oh, how wrong I was. Ethan came into my life 2 years ago. He was the heir to a luxury hotel chain, handsome and charming. He seemed genuinely interested in my work, understanding the pressure of building something meaningful. Or so I thought. Looking back, the signs were there. Ethan's sudden business trips always coincided with Lily's spa weekends. She knew exactly how he liked his coffee, even though she'd supposedly barely spent time with him. And every time she walked into a room, he'd tense up. I'd always thought it was because he was uncomfortable with her flirtatious nature. Whenever I questioned the strange energy between them, Ethan would say, "You're imagining things. She's your sister. I'm just trying to be friendly for your sake." But now, in front of everyone, they couldn't hide their affair any longer. Ethan tried to look remorseful. "Nicole, I'm sorry it happened this way, but Lily and we just connected. You're wonderful, but you're always working. You never have time for fun, for life. Lily understands what I need." "What you need," I repeated, my voice surprisingly steady. "Someone who prioritizes love over spreadsheets," Lily added, linking her arm through his. "Someone who knows how to enjoy the finer things instead of just paying for them." The crowd started to murmur, and I could see some people pulling out their phones to capture the drama. My best friend, Ava, pushed through the crowd, her face red with fury. But I held up a hand to stop her. "You're right," I said, loud enough for everyone to hear. "You two do deserve each other. In fact, this saves me from making a terrible mistake." Lily's smile faltered slightly. She'd expected me to break down, to beg, to create a scene that would make her the victor. But I had other plans. "Please," I continued, raising my half, empty champagne glass. "Everyone join me in toasting the happy couple. To Ethan and Lily, may you enjoy the penthouse, the cars, and the yacht because they're all mine." The color drained from Ethan's face. "What are you talking about?" he stammered. "Oh, didn't Lily tell you?" I asked innocently. "She doesn't actually own anything. Not the penthouse she's been living in, not the BMW she drives, not even the designer clothes on her back. They're all mine. Part of the estate I inherited and the success I built." Lily snapped. "That's not true. Mom and Dad left everything to both of us." I pulled out my phone, showing her the will. No, they left everything to me with the expectation that I would take care of you, which I have been, but that ends tonight. I turned to address the room, many of whom were my business associates and potential clients. I apologize for the disruption to what was supposed to be a celebration, but perhaps this is a moment of clarity and new beginnings. The open bar will remain available for the next hour. Please enjoy yourselves. As I walked towards the exit, Lily grabbed my arm. You can't do this. I'm your sister. I removed her hand gently, but firmly. You are my sister. Now you're just the woman who betrayed me. I then turned to Ethan. I'll have my lawyer contact yours about dissolving our business partnerships. Oh, and the hotel project in Miami. I'm pulling my funding. Good luck explaining that to your father. His face went from pale to ashen. Nicole, wait. Let's talk about this. The business has nothing to do with you sleeping with my sister, I said. But trust does, and you've broken that. I don't do business with people I can't trust. Ava met me at the door with my coat and purse, whispering, Your new apartment is ready. I called the locksmith like you asked. I nodded, grateful for my best friend's efficiency. You see, I hadn't been completely blind. For the past month, I'd had my suspicions. The letter my father left me wasn't just about inheritance. It contained warnings about Lily's nature and advice to protect myself. I'd hoped I'd never need it, but I knew that in business, preparation was key. Over the next week, I executed the plan I'd hoped never to use. I legally evicted Lily from the penthouse, giving her the minimum 30-day notice. The BMW was reported stolen since she'd never bothered to transfer the registration. Her credit cards, all linked to my accounts, were canceled. But the real shock came when she tried to access her trust fund. I heard her screaming through the phone. What do you mean it's empty? That's my money. No, I explained patiently. That was a discretionary fund our parents left under my control to distribute as I saw fit for your care. I've been depositing money monthly for 5 years, but the fund itself was always under my sole discretion. She threatened to sue. With what lawyer? I asked. The one I've been paying for. And on what grounds? That you're entitled to money that was never legally yours. The silence on the other end was deafening. Then her voice became small and desperate. Nicole, please. I'm sorry. I love him. I couldn't help it. But you're my sister. You can't leave me with nothing. I replied, You have Ethan, the man you couldn't help falling for, the one who understands what you need. I'm sure his family's fortune will keep you comfortable. She let out a hysterical laugh. You think Ethan has money? His father cut him off 6 months ago for refusing to work. He's been living off the investments you helped him make. He was marrying you for your money. I know, I said simply. She was stunned. You what? I've known for 3 months that his father froze his trust fund. Why do you think I insisted on separate finances and made him sign a prenup? I was testing him, Lily. I wanted to see if he'd tell me the truth, if he'd work to build something real together. Instead, he chose to seduce my sister and live a lie. Why did you stay with him then? She asked. Because I needed to know who I could trust. And now I do. The aftermath was swift. Ethan, facing financial ruin without my backing or his father's support, tried desperately to win me back. He showed up at my office with a bouquet of roses, at my apartment with expensive jewelry. He even hired a flash mob to perform our song outside my building. It was a mistake, he pleaded during one particularly pathetic ambush at my favorite restaurant. Lily means nothing to me. You're the one I want to build a future with. No, I corrected. My money is what you want to build a future with. There's a difference. Lily, meanwhile, discovered that beauty and charm didn't pay the bills. Within a week of moving in with Ethan, they were fighting constantly. One night she called me, sobbing. He's different now. He's angry all the time. Blames me for losing you, Nicole. I'm scared. For a moment, my resolve wavered. But then I remembered her smirk as she kissed Ethan at the engagement party. You're a survivor, Lily. You'll figure it out. Maybe try getting a job. I don't know how to do anything, she wailed. Then learn. I went ahead with the hotel project in Miami, partnering with Ethan's competitor instead. His father, furious about the broken engagement and lost investment, disowned him. Within 3 months, their relationship imploded. Lily caught Ethan trying to seduce another wealthy woman at a charity gala. They broke up via competing Instagram posts, providing entertainment for our entire social circle. 6 months later, I was sitting in my office, reviewing contracts for my newest acquisition. Ava knocked on the door. "You have a visitor," says she's your sister. I looked up to see Lily standing in the doorway. But this wasn't the Lily I knew. Gone were the designer clothes and perfect makeup. She wore simple jeans and a retail uniform shirt, her hair pulled back in a ponytail. "Can I come in?" she asked hesitantly. I nodded, curious. She sat down across from me. "I got a job," she said, "at Saks Fifth Avenue. I'm in the handbag department. It's actually kind of fun. I'm good at it." "Congratulations," I said, meaning it. "I'm not here to ask for money," she added quickly. "I'm here to apologize and to thank you. Thank you for cutting me off, for forcing me to grow up." She took a deep breath. "I've been in therapy, paid for it myself. The therapist helped me understand that I've been jealous of you my whole life. Not of your money or success, but of your strength, your ability to stand on your own. So I tried to take the one thing I thought made you vulnerable, Ethan. And how did that work out?" She let out a genuine laugh. "Terribly. He was awful, controlling, manipulative, constantly comparing me to you. I realized I didn't steal him from you. You let me have him. You knew exactly who he was." I smiled. "I had my suspicions. I saved us both from him. And I taught you something important, that you could be more than just the pretty sister waiting for handouts." We sat in silence for a moment. Then she stood up to leave. "Nicole, I know I don't deserve it, but maybe someday. Could we try being sisters again? Real sisters this time." I studied her face, seeing a newfound humility and growth. "Maybe," I said. "Let's start with coffee sometime and see how it goes." She smiled, a genuine smile without an agenda, and left. As I watched her go, I thought about that engagement party. Lily had thought she was taking my future, but she was wrong. She'd revealed it. A future without a gold-digging fiancé, without the burden of enabling my sister's dependence, and without toxic relationships. The penthouse, the cars, the yacht, yes, they're all mine. But more importantly, so is my life, my choices, my success, and my future. It's brighter than ever. And looking back, I should thank Lily for that kiss. It was the push I needed to stop accepting less than I deserved, both in love and in family. Sometimes, the greatest betrayals lead to the greatest freedoms.